Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another beautiful edition of Behind the Closed Door with Baba and Iyaoba full package. Today, we'll launch deep into another topic where we discuss family issues, where we discuss the challenges in marriages, where we discuss the successes, and of course, where we discuss the most important things that could keep marriages going in our society. My name is Baba Oba and I have Iyaoba with me here.
Hi, beautiful people. Thanks for joining us again today on Behind Closed Doors with Baba and Ihaoba full package show. Today promises to be a very exciting one.
That's good.
Yeah.
Just as she said, it promises to be an exciting one. And guess what? What are we discussing today, Iyaoba?
We are discussing gender role in marriage. Cook. Can a woman cook? Then, Baba, what do you have to say about that?
Well, you should have just even said that maybe is it also the duty for the man to also provide at home? If it is a duty of the woman for woman to cook. Now, this is my own perspective about it. Basically, it is because we are having a new concept of narrations. People are thinking and talking about the evolution and things. Before you see people start talking about things as evolved, nothing has actually evolved. To be honest with you, women from time immemorial up to this present moment, more particularly in African settings and also in Nigeria, women are the one that cooks for their husband. They cook for their husband. It is their role to cook for their husband. The role of women generally in the world over is nurturing. Nurturing in the home affair. They nurture the man. They nurture the children. And of course, the man go out there to conquer the world. Come home with resources. The woman convert those resources into values such as nurturing, cooking, making sure that the husband is well fed, making sure that the children are well fed. So it is the duty, primarily the duty of the wife to cook, but husband can also support in a place where oftentimes probably the woman is indisposed in terms of sickness and what maybe because of childbirth. The man can come in, or the man can also come in assisting the woman in the kitchen area. But of course, primarily, it is the duty of the woman to cook at home.
Okay, you just said it is the duty of the man to go out and cook. But things have changed these days. In the African setting you were talking about, in those days, the men go out and work. You hardly see a woman work.
No.
Because women
work.
No, it was not so common like this. But now, maybe you are a medical doctor, you leave home by 8 and come back by 8. People still invite you to come for surgery or anything. And your wife is also a medical doctor. Are you saying, so you do the same work, you earn the same pay, or even some women earn more than the husband these days? So are you still expecting a woman that has gone out that early, as early as you have done, to come back home and start cooking again, now that you're saying it is the primary responsibility of the woman?
I maintain. You said in those days that if our parents, our mothers, if they work, the answer is they work. All our mothers years back work. And if you ask an average,
most of them were farming for our family.
No, listen to me.
Most of them were petty traders.
You just said petty. You see what
these days we have.
Are you saying that in 1970s, 1960s, 1950s and 40s, we do not have females who are medical doctors? We do not have females who are lawyers. We do not have females who are engineers. We do not have females who are accountants. We do not have females who are teachers or lecturers. Go and check. The answer is we do have female, we do have mothers who are working, and of course who still play their responsibility. Years back, mothers, they work. They help their husband in the farm place, and the farm produce, they come to the market square to sell them. It shows to you that our women, our mothers, they work. So this narration of women don't work, that is fallacious, is a complete fallacy, because women work over in Africa, and of course in Nigeria that I know, women work, but there could be little of participation in terms of leadership roles and politics, and probably more educated women. We are less of more educated women then, but now we now have more educated women. But that does not invalidate the fact that the responsibility of nurturing now lies on the shoulder of the man. No, it lies on the shoulder of the woman. The women at home have the key primary responsibility to continue to nurture the family. Now, when you see a man who newly married pass by, and you say, oh wow, his wife is taking care of him. How do you know that the wife is taking care of him? One of the things you know is not by the clothes or by the quality of shoe he wears, or by the quality of his eyeglasses, but by the quality of his skin. Maybe it was a deeper life. What I mean by deeper life is
like you were a deeper life when I met you.
Like when you met me, I was more or less like a deeper life. But now I'm in full gospel, right? So what does that supposed to mean is that you as a woman, you are doing your due diligence in my life to be intentional about nurturing. And when you look at this, the thing is that when you look at the sectors of people of industry sectors where it has to do with hospitality and nurturing, look at the preponderance of the workforce. You agree with me that women dominate such areas such as nursing. Doesn't mean that men cannot inject. No, men can inject, but of course, because when it comes to care, passion, and nurturing, it's designed for women naturally, for them to have that responsibility. It doesn't mean that men are not cooking. Men are cooking, but one of the key things that an African and Yoruba or a Nigerian man will identify that his wife is taking good care of him is by his color, is by his skin. I mean, how fresh the skin is. So meaning that the woman at home is cooking, is doing her due diligence. The man is providing, bringing the money to the table. The woman is converting the money and bringing value out of it. So you cannot say outrightly that our mother back then in 40s, in 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, that they do not work. No, it is a fallacious statement.
So I want to believe what you have said is actually true.
Yeah.
Women cook better food for your husband. You can see this man.
She cooks very well. She's a good cook.
It's a testimony. Because when I met him, his neck was like
now
you can see.
Yeah, I was a deeper life, but now I'm a full gospel. So, and guess what? Recently, I wanted to say something.
Yeah, so I just want to advise the men. I want to plead with the men out there too. In any way you can help your wives, fine. It is the duty of a woman to nurture and take care of the home and cook for the But when the work is somehow choky for the woman, because the woman will have to take care of the children, cook, go to work, please, men out there, learn how to help your wife.
That's true.
Don't see your wife struggling and you be like,
I'm a man of the house, of course.
I'm not bringing the money. Say, Mama, for me. No, don't do that. Please, always help your wife.
That's true.
If it's the dishes you can do on her behalf, if you can prep the ingredients before, please help her in the kitchen.
That's true.
Because things have changed.
That's true.
Like I've said, our mothers in those days, they are the kind of work they did, were the kind of work that gave space, that gave them allowance to actually cook and take care of children more than these days. But most of the women of these days are what do they call them? They are career women. So
we have career women back then.
They were not that common like this. They were not that common.
They were common.
They were not as common as this. So I just want to beg.
The population is not as high as this. They were common. Do you understand? The thing is, it's okay for men to support their woman at the kitchen, but it is not the responsibility of the man to cook in the home. It is not the responsibility. If you are doing that, meaning that we're having two women getting married to one another in the same home under the tenet of a marriage setting. So what I'm trying to say is that women, know your place in the place of marriage. Men, understand your place as a man in the marriage. Providing covering for your home. If there is need for you to support your wife when there is need, you can. Support with dishes, but the woman should not make it compulsory, because when you continue to support with dishes, before you know, your wife is start controlling you. Don't you see that those places is dirty? Even when your boys are there, your children are there to support, you will not call them. She will call you because you have given her one step and she's taking 37 steps ahead of you. Women are smart and they are manipulative and they are destructive in nature. It is their nature. Go and bring every great men that have been destroyed today. You will see that behind them is a woman.
But behind the successful man too is a woman.
I don't believe that. So that men support your woman. To be honest with you, women understand your place in the kitchen. You have the kitchen. You are the director. The managing director is your office. Nurture your family. Nurture your children. Nurture your husband. My wife is nurturing me. She's giving me better food. Nurture your husband. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week. Yeah, man.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.